some woman just slid up on me and was like saying something on. I just put something on Snap about Final Friday, not wanting to go, and she's like, "Yeah, we're just getting old and yada yada and getting, overstimulated, and not wanting to be overstimulated." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting old," which is, sure, getting true. And then she's like, "You're only like 5 years older than me," and I was like, I was doing the math, and I was like, I'm pretty sure you're in your early to mid 40s. What? So I said, wait, what? She goes, I said, older than you? She goes, yeah, I'm 43. I was like, you're telling me you thought I was almost 50?
Like, first of all, few.
Yeah, that's what I was like, almost 50? She goes, I thought you were graduated in 96. I'm like, what would make you think that? What would possess you to think that I was almost 50? You can look on my page 15 places.
I wasn't even in middle school yet.
96. I was like, oh my God. So that's my weekly you kicking the nuts. You look like Sal Volcano.
That's right. I had a buddy at work that worked together for several years, and at one point we were talking, and it's right when I started working out again, and he was like, you're in your 40s, right? And I was 32 at the time, and I was like, no. How old are you? I was like, 32. And then he just stopped for a minute and was like, I'm sorry. Like he knew what he did.
Why would you think that? What would make you think that? This is what you say. Here's how to circumvent that. How old are you? How old are you?
Yes, that's exactly. So how old are you?
You're pregnant, right?
Yeah. Right.
You're in your 50s, right? You know what I mean? You weigh about what? 420? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Why do you say these stupid, shitty things to people? Just ask the questions, and then they'll tell you, and then in your head you can be like, oh, I was going to say something that was going to really hurt them.
Yeah. It's not rocket science, but...
Everyone needs a sales course training, something to just not foot and mouth every time you ask a question about somebody, because it's going to take me a while the sting for that one to wear off. Almost 50.
I get it. That was like fuel on my fire, though, because it was like people that I work with.
I'm not 40.
People that I work with who see my personality too think that I carry myself like a 40-year-old and that I look like a 40-year-old.
No, people think that you're older than me only because I'm more silly and you're more dad.
Somber.
Reserved. Oh, really? Oh. And that's kind of like lends to maturity / age, and it's not that you look old. Like, I wouldn't look at you and be like, he's 40. But when you talk...
Other people think I'm 40, though. They look at me and they're like, fat and 40. Gross.
40.
Maybe I should be more like I was as a kid. More fantastic.
Gay. Yeah. Spin in circles. Jump plie.
Do my Jim Carrey impressions.
I don't know why you wore those feather boas around the house, though.
I like the way they fill my neck. What was that, the Chuck and Larry kid?
Those burlesque little skits that you used to do.
Was it Chuck and Larry? Is that the movie where he had the extremely flamboyant son?
Very effervescent.
You called me that. You called me that kid's name for like 5 years after that movie.
I don't even know his name. I don't think you even hear his name. They're just maybe it was like Tommy or something. But yeah, that was you.
It was. It's crazy to think about. It
is crazy to think about.
I have all our remaining home videos, the ones that were not stolen by some piece of garbage who broke into our parents' house and stole old VHS tape home videos.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah, I have my suspicions.
Wonder who that was. Yeah, I think we all know.
But yeah, I have that all our old home videos, so I've been going through them and trying to move them to digital like I did as a 13-year-old. So somehow I figured that out on Mom and Dad's desktop computer as a 13-year-old by ordering things on the internet and researching it. I spent probably 6 hours trying to get all this stuff pulled over the same way I did. I haven't successfully done it yet. I did all this and haven't figured out how to get our old 8mm, 9mm, whatever it is, tapes onto my computer yet.
ChatGPT.
I did a lot. And every component that I buy, which maybe I just need to stop buying stuff on Amazon, it comes in and it's like, oh, this fits here and this fits here and this makes sense. Nope. I got the video now. I can record video. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use OBS. That's what I'm going to do next. Because audio is the thing that isn't converting properly, but that has an audio out. So if I can get OBS to recognize that audio out as an audio input, I bet I could do it that way. I think I just figured it out. I literally bought like 7 cords. And now all those cords are just stuff from the computer and the camera and trying to figure that out.
I had a similar situation just recently. I want to start scaling my drawings, and so I bought a projector a little while ago with the hopes that I just Bluetooth it from my phone and then cast onto it and then just map out proportions, just like a quick little outline, so then that way I can not spend 5 hours just painstakingly like
What kind of projector?
just a little some Amazon name, Jing Bar, something stupid like that. It's just some kind of a, Amazon special. But it said it was compatible with Android.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But my phone uses Google Chrome now, and it only supports Miracast. So I'm like, cool. So I looked up 20 different ways how to get, and it also was partially being lazy, but finally I was like, I got to figure out how to do it. I got to stop buying different projectors because I bought a second one, and I didn't return the first one because I'm just, I don't do that.
I'm really bad about that.
And I asked ChatGPT, and it's like, you're going to want to just get a Chromecast for it. I'm like, are you shitting me? Like, I got to get a Chromecast? So it's like, oh, luckily they're only like $25, so it sends me 15 links. Like, every single one of them, it's like it doesn't exist in any store. Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart.
Yeah, I haven't heard of the Chromecast in like 10 years.
Well, there's like a Generation 6, and none of them, they're just, you can't get them anywhere. I'm like, there's people hawking them for like double the price. So clearly people bought a bunch of them probably because of the price point and just started flipping them. But I'm like, there's got to be another way I can do this.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was like, I'm just literally trying to chat GPT. I'm like, I'm just trying to mirror my image so I can put it on the projector. And just by HDMI to USB-C.
Oh,
I'm like,
I figured that was the first thing you tried.
no, I didn't even think of it. I just haven't been in that world for so long, but I'm just like, the path of least resistance. And I didn't specify. I was just like, I'm just trying to screen mirror, and it was like, you need that. I'm like,
yeah, those are like $10. So did you get one?
yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
works. It's all good.
I have a few of them laying around. I was going to say, I still, once in a while, I pull up one of my old Android phones that has like 17,000 pictures on it, and we'll plug it into the TV and stuff.
Gone are the days when I need to figure out tech problems on phones. It's usually very physical problems and very, physics related and things like that. It's not, if something doesn't work on my phone, I'm just going to ignore it or restart my phone but.
Yeah, I don't miss the day of being everybody's tech support guy.
Still got mom and dad.
Still do that for mom and dad, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we were, in Kentucky last week, and we're standing there in Ford's garage, the restaurant, and Dad's like, I cannot I can't load anything on the internet. I can call people, but I can't load anything on the internet. What? And he hands me the phone.
Power cycle, Dad.
Mobile data.
Turned off?
Yeah.
I thought it was just
It's one of those things that I feel like it's maybe every like 2 years that comes up. And luckily it's always when he's around me somehow.
Yeah. No, it's probably not, but he probably has to do a very in-depth search and be on his laptop for a half hour. And like, oh.
Or he waits for a week until he sees me next, and then, hey.
Oh, man, this just happened. Crazy.
Well, he's had 2 phones for so long, he just then uses his work phone instead of his personal phone.
Mom's the same way, but for the first, 6 years of her having a smartphone, she would not pull the battery out. Like, Mom, just pull the battery out. She's like, well, I did try that. I'm like, you pulled the battery out? Well, I turned it off. I said, pull the battery out.
Well, then you trained her to do that, and now you can't take batteries out anymore.
Soft reset. Yeah. Forget everything you knew. Everything's different.
Turn it off.
Life is
turn
a lie.
it on.
Everything's awful. Yeah.
I will say that principle still works with electric cars, too. I was driving home, bringing Coop home from the school from band camp the other day, and as I'm driving, I have little paddle shifter things on my wheel that they're not shifters. They engage or disengage the electromagnetic brakes, so you can ramp up how much braking they do or turn them down. And there's like 4 settings, so 1 through 4. and somehow it changed how those operate, so it wouldn't click to the different settings. You'd have to like hold it in and it would ramp up, and it said auto on top of it. So I spent 10 minutes on the drive home talking to ChatGPT, and it's like telling me how to replace the shifters from the steering wheel column and take the steering wheel off and all this stuff. And finally I just stopped at a stop sign in town, turned the car off, turned it back on, and
It's better.
it reset.
I hate the world.
It's a weird thing.
I don't. I want to go back to the Stone Age and just the
Walk.
Amish have it right.
You know, I was thinking about that the other day. What if we just wanted to be left alone like the Amish?
You can't.
Yeah, like, what if I just want to be left alone. I just want you to leave me alone
Yep.
on the property that I own. Stop trying to make me pay you money for the property I own. And just leave me alone. Let
That's
me
all
just...
I want. The older I get, the more I realize no one's here to help you. The government's not here to help you. The government is just a parasite you have to deal with.
Yeah.
It's no, like, I just wish more people understood, the people that are, when I say into politics, because I'm briefed on them, but I'm just a skeptic of everything.
Yeah.
The people have this sunny, cheery, optimistic outlook on politics. I'm like, none of them are your friends.
No.
None of them are going to help you. The Republicans aren't going to help you. Trump might try to do a couple good things for you. He might. He's not trying to save the world. He's not going to.
No, he's got his
Democrats
agenda.
despise half of you. None of them like you. Why you put one of them on the pedestal or the other is beyond me.
It's these two groups with their own agendas that are largely overlapping, but somehow they've
Largely
tricked us
overlapping. They just have their special points that they're like, well,
they've tricked us into arguing over the 2% of things they don't agree on.
but really they feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like the Republicans are the racists. No, it's both of them. It's both of them. It's very much the Democrats
I
also.
wish we would all just take a step back and realize that we're all just a little racist and a little prejudiced and a little
Everyone's
angry.
prejudiced.
We
but
just, yeah. And
do
some,
did you have a racist thought or do you act on them? Did
Right.
you have, because like the act of having a primordial reaction towards seeing somebody that might look, it doesn't even have to be any specific color or anything, but that your lizard brain, something is like,
Yeah.
"Ugh, that's an unsavory individual.
yeah,
You might not even meant to think it. You just, I got an icky feeling about that person.
Absolutely.
It could be a white person. It could be a white person that's homeless, and you have an instinct that person might be mentally ill. It's the same thing as seeing somebody who might be a perfectly nice black person, but they look like they're walking like they're presenting like they're in a gang. That doesn't mean that you're a racist for having that
yeah.
gut instinct. But if every black person that passes you, you're like, oh, lock my car doors. Okay,
Yeah.
might be
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, your initial like reaction to things and then how you move forward are very different things. Like, we're light skinned, we live in a town of all white people. At least I do. There's maybe one or two people of color in
Population,
Butler.
yeah. Like,
Mansfield is a higher percentage, but
Yeah.
it's like 15%.
yeah.
So when you walk in somewhere and you look and there's somebody that just looks completely different than you, sometimes it takes you a moment and you just one moment of, oh, different looking person, and then you just move on. Now, to your point, yeah, if you're like, piece of shit, okay, now you're racist, now you're an asshole, now you...
If you're thinking like, well, there's a lot of different avenues I can go here, but the fact that like I don't see color. When you see people that say I don't see color, I'm like, okay, that's dog shit. You don't know that's a black person. You just
Right, yeah.
you just don't.
Those are the same
person
people
you-
that are like, celebrate our diversity.
Yeah,
But I don't see color.
You don't see color. You know that's a woman.
Right.
You don't see the
They,
breasts.
that's the thing. No, they
They're
don't.
much darker than you, or they're much lighter than you. Oh, their skin tone is much different than you. You didn't pick up on that at all. But it's like seeing a woman. That person's not like me.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's just if you act in predicates that they are going to be this or going to be that because of
Yeah.
the fact that they look different. Like, okay, now we're having a problem.
Yeah, and now if you treat them differently then too, which I think, I always say I have reverse racism. I'm way nicer in public to black people than I am to white people, because I don't ever want to come off as somebody who's racist, And that in itself is racist, because now I'm treating them differently.
Right.
But like if I walk by like 5 white people and I kind of like nod, whatever, maybe ignore them, and a black guy walks by, I'd be like, how's it going? Or something like that. And I'm like, why did I do that? I didn't want him to think I didn't like him.
I felt like that
he didn't
for a
care.
while as like a nervous white, but now I'm like, no, I don't have any reason to feel like that. But there are times when I have to, like, if I walk by somebody who's black or something like that, and I do like the white grin, I'm like,
You mean this?
yeah. Yeah. But I'm like, I do that to white people too. I do that to anyone that's looking at me and I don't
Yeah.
know, just like nervous smile. I'm like, it's not a color thing. So I'm like, yeah, maybe they think that, but I don't fucking care. They do the same thing to white people when they walk by, and I'm like, I don't know that person. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe you pick up on it if you're someone of another background, but I don't care anymore because I don't care. I'm not worried about being libertarian, being in the middle of the road. I don't care about any of this shit anymore. I really don't, because all the people on the right think I'm a liberal, and all the people on the left sure as hell think I'm a Republican. So
I just stay quiet about it all, unless I'm in good company.
yeah, not me. I don't. I shoot my mouth off. You know that.
Did you see the whole thing with the astronomer CEO?
Oh yes, Andy Byron.
Yeah. So I thought this was kind of funny. I did a little reading about it because Tesla posted about it. They made a post. Did you see their post?
No.
They tweeted, which I gotta find this
Twitter.
link
I've
to
heard
you.
of that site.
Here we go. Posting a pic of you enjoying your loaner Tesla while your own is in service is the equivalent of taking it to a Coldplay concert. Your car will know. Tesla posted that.
That's very musky and
And then
very Elon
IKEA
Musk.
posted, they posted a picture of a panda bear snuggling a monkey, like a plushy monkey. It just said HR approved.
oh my god.
So you have these big companies capitalizing on this thing, because think about it, if you looked up Astronomer to go look at their internet traffic, even it was like their CTO or something like that said that they've been researched more in the last week than in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
So they went from nobody knows what
They were a startup,
Astronomer
weren't they?
is.
They were very young.
I mean, no, they've been around for a long time. They just weren't a very successful company, from what I
I saw a
understand.
couple web pages call them a startup, like they were just a very fledgling company, but
Well, let's see.
it could just be because they're not. I thought startup in the fact that they're not like a huge company.
They have been around since at least 2004.
So that would be 21 years if math serves.
It says source confirmed that the volume is. Yeah, so the volume of internet traffic in the week after the scandal exceeded all prior search volumes since 2004. So it goes back to that whole
Should have more CEOs cheat on their wives at a Coldplay concert.
like, just imagine that though. Well played. If that was intended, which
I
doubt
think
it
it
was.
was. I think it was.
If that was intended, like, well played. Just imagine if he was like, nobody knows who we are. Honey, I'm going to go with the head of HR to a ball game and pretend like we're canoodling. I won't touch her too much. I promise I won't. And just see if we
We'll just be on
can't.
the kiss cam, and I'll be.
Yeah, I'll just be behind her.
you.
Yeah. Just imagine. I mean, that would be pretty. That's.
Be quite an orchestration though for that, and then for them to kiss cam them, and then for was it Chris Martin? I don't like Coldplay, so I don't know. The lead singer said something about it, like, "Oh, either he's cheating on his girl or da da da," and then
Like, how would he know who they were? They were like a nobody business. That's the crazy thing.
well, they didn't, but he saw them and how they acted as soon as that camera hit him, that they broke up and turned
Gotcha.
away and everything, and he was like,
Gotcha.
"Oh," made a joke about it.
Yeah. Just imagine had he just stood still. Like, probably never would have made it on the internet.
Yeah, if he just like ducked behind her or just obscured his face a little bit.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, if it was, I don't know that anyone would have recorded that. But, I don't know.
Yeah, no publicity is bad publicity. That's the Liver King way.
Kevin Spacey.
You know, I know we've touched on Liver King a number of times, but
Kevin Spacey.
what did he do?
He was trying to groom young male actors, and then after
bad publicity.
everyone came forward and said, "Hey, he tried to finger my butthole." He was like, "All right, guys, I'm gay, so just want to let you know I'm gay, and this whole post is about me being gay. I'm just going to live my life as a gay person. Everyone's like, you didn't talk about any of the fingering that you try to do to these young men, and now you're just saying that you're gay, and you're just going to, like, fuck off into the night now.
That makes it all go away, right? That's okay now. Wow.
Yeah. Then he went into hiding. They found him innocent in the court of law, probably because they didn't have any strong evidence. So how do you find a guy innocent for something that happened 15, 20 years ago? And now, I don't know if he's trying to return, but it was so bad that he was in a movie. I don't remember what the movie was, but they had to literally they were finished filming it, and they recast him with Christopher Plummer because they were just like, cut this scene out, and then put that guy back in there.
Huh.
So
that's rough.
that was pretty bad publicity. Yeah. I maintain that there can be bad publicity.
Well, if he would have started an Instagram account right after that, he'd probably be, an internet millionaire now. Not that he wasn't already, Hollywood rich. I was scrolling Liver King's page a little bit ago, and just out of curiosity, was like,
Primals!
yeah, I'm out here grounded with Mother Earth, meeting berries out of the forest.
Oh, the pokeweed he was eating? Did you see that?
I just saw him eating like some purple berries or something.
It's pokeweed.
He called
it's
it...
poisonous. He said it was beauty berries. I saw it. It's pokeweed. It's poisonous, you dipshit.
Well...
Literally, look up pokeweed, and then look up what he was eating. You're like, that's pokeweed, bro. That's a poisonous thing that they're like, yeah, you shouldn't eat that unless it's prepared specifically. And when it says prepared specifically, it means not like a rabbit by the roadside. It means prepared specifically. So you should look up pokeweed, and then that video, you'd be like, uh-huh, he's probably shitting out of his ears right now.
This guy. Well, somehow he posted a video of him not even looking at his phone and sitting, like, laying down in the woods and breaking some sticks for like a minute or two, and it had over 1 million views.
At that point, he's just such a fascinating creature that...
I watched it. I watched the whole thing, and then I rewound it. I was like, did I miss something? Was there something interesting here? No, he broke sticks, and then he struggled with one of them, and he broke it over his knee. 1 million views. Breaking sticks. My gosh. Genius.
Some people are just fascinating to just... It doesn't matter what they do. Break sticks, whatever. We got some people like that yesterday. We had one of those, and I saved it to tell you now.
Oh, okay.
But it was the end of the day. We're about to leave. We're just kind of standing around talking, and we're just bullshitting about this and that. And there's a couple of us, and there's a younger guy, real young. I don't know if he's like 19, 20, something like that. But we're just standing there talking about the bats and the bugs. So we're just bastardizing the birds and the bees.
Gotcha. Okay.
But we're just... we're if you picked up on it and you're just going to say wrong things with us, we're just talking about your penis. You put that in your vagina, and then when you get ready to have the baby, you just pee in her. And that's how you have the baby.
Wow.
And
so somebody's going to be really confused after watching this video.
Oh, well, he went, huh? I don't think... And I was like, oh, he didn't pick up on it. This is all irony right now. So we're like, yeah. So we're just going with it. Yeah, you just, the pee is with the baby. And he's like, I thought that was, and if you want to edit this, feel free to, but he's like, I thought that was and I said, what do you think is? He goes, I thought it was just, I said, okay, so what do you think those are? He goes, we're like, it's just chunky piss. That's all it is. It gets churned up. It's just chunky piss. And he's like, no. He just kind of falls silent, and we just kind of kept going on. Like, you know how, like, butter, this milk that's just... He's like, that's just what happens with your pee when you're doing it. And he falls silent, and we're talking amongst ourselves for a couple minutes. And then he goes, nuh-uh. And then he shows us his phone, and sure enough, he was sitting there silently to himself, looking up, and then the picture is, what did it say? is sperm just chunky piss? It's Google AI being like, no, it's not chunky piss. It's different. But I fell down. I held my face, and I don't think I've ever had one of these like maniacal laughter amounts right here. But
Oh my goodness.
is sperm chunky piss? That's the Google. I will send you the picture offline. I fell down. My other buddy fell down. I had to leave. 2 minutes of just. And now I've been thinking about it all week. I have not laughed that hard in years.
Oh my gosh. What public school failed him that badly?
Oh man, it's just like I said. Certain people are just. I don't care what they're doing. I'm just gonna like. I want to watch you brush your teeth because it's probably a weird way that you do that. I want to watch you brush your hair. It's probably a weird way that you do that. I want to see you make a sandwich. See what weird things you put on the sandwich. I don't care what you're doing. I just want to watch you do them.